Alright, let's dive into something that's been making headlines recently, and honestly, it's a topic that's both complex and incredibly polarizing. So, here's the deal. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has outright rejected a US-backed plan for Hamas to disarm in Gaza in exchange for an Israeli withdrawal. Now, on the surface, this might seem like just another political move, but if you take a step back and think about it, this raises a deeper question about the dynamics of peace negotiations and the role of global superpowers in regional conflicts. Personally, I think what makes this really interesting is the timing and the players involved. We're talking about a plan backed by President Donald Trump, who's no stranger to bold and often controversial foreign policy moves. But here's the thing, Netanyahu's rejection isn't just a no to Trump, it's a no to a potential shift in the decades-long Israeli-Palestinian conflict. What many people don't realize is that this plan, while ambitious, could have been a stepping stone toward something bigger. But Netanyahu's stance suggests that Israel isn't ready to compromise on what it sees as non-negotiable security concerns. From my perspective, this rejection is less about the specifics of the plan and more about the broader geopolitical chess game. Israel has historically been wary of any deal that might weaken its strategic position, and Hamas, despite its willingness to disarm, remains a contentious party in the eyes of many Israelis. One thing that immediately stands out is how this rejection highlights the fragility of peace efforts in the region. It's not just about Hamas and Israel, it's about the trust, or lack thereof, between all parties involved. What this really suggests is that even when global powers like the US step in, local realities and historical grievances can easily derail progress. Now, let's talk about the implications. If Israel isn't on board, where does that leave the US and its role as a mediator? And what does this mean for Hamas and the people of Gaza, who are caught in the middle of this political tug-of-war? In my opinion, this rejection is a stark reminder that peace isn't just about signing documents. It's about addressing deep-seated fears, mistrust, and competing narratives. A detail I find fascinating is how this plan was framed as a breakthrough by Trump. It's easy to announce a breakthrough, but the hard part is getting everyone to agree on what that breakthrough actually means. This situation also raises questions about the future of US foreign policy in the Middle East. Is this a sign of diminishing US influence, or is it just a bump in the road? Personally, I think it's a bit of both. The US can't force a solution if the key players aren't willing to compromise, but at the same time, its involvement is crucial for keeping the conversation alive. So, where do we go from here? Honestly, I don't have all the answers, but what I do know is that this rejection is a wake-up call. It forces us to confront the harsh reality that peace isn't just about plans and proposals. It's about people, history, and the courage to move beyond old wounds. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. What if the real breakthrough isn't in the plan itself, but in how we approach these conflicts? Maybe it's time to rethink the way we negotiate peace, not just in the Middle East, but globally. Because at the end of the day, the stakes are too high to keep doing things the same way. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.